To be honest, in my 20s, what I was doing was just dating for fun. Dating, I'm going to be really blunt, dating like, rappers, athletes. And by time I was ready to sit down, I was already in my 30s, and I'm like, oh shit, like I've done give away my most precious years to just partying and being on a scene. And now that I'm in my 30s, I'm trying to date, and I really don't know what I like.
You just told her that you could do that. Have you been on before?
No, I have not. It's my first time.
How old are you?
I am 37.
So you prepared to rent a jet?
No,
No?
No.
Do you have any kids?
Yes, I have twin daughters.
Okay, so 2 children?
Yes. So
have you ever been married?
No, engaged.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm not prepared to rent a boo. I mean, I'm dating, so I do have male friends just in case I want to go to a concert or out to dinner. If I need anything fixed in the house, I just have a maintenance guy who just come through, a repair guy I know, who I pay to put my TV up. So
in my example, those male friends you have don't exist.
Okay.
See, the male friends you have decided my non-sexual attention only works if you're gonna have sex with me. Mm-hmm. So if you need somebody to take you to the concert, that's cool. But we getting busy, and we're gonna know that up front. So they'll be friends with benefits, and I'm just saying, because that's the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't get a man's non-sexual attention, and he doesn't get your sexual attention.
You got that pretty privilege. You can tell by the way she's talking. She says it so casually that she probably got. She can do that, and there are simps that are lined up to just be able to spend time with her or have the chance just to interact with her. And like she says, if she merely just mentions to one of them, hey, I want to go to this concert, I like to go to this art gallery, so on and so forth. Oh yeah, clear the schedule, everything's good to go, or whatever, regardless of what's going on. She's 37 with 2 kids, but she's able to command that and have access to these men. That's why she's fine with dating. If anything's fixed, you have women like this. I've known women like this and other women will ask them, girl, how do you do it? How do you do that? Teach me how to do this. They got classes. I think they got classes with shit like this, teaching women how to get shit out of men, because men just want to have that chance. This whole friend zone shit, which, she's just all bubbly about it. But let's get back to it.
I actually invite him to the concert. Like, if I
doesn't matter. Men say, and that's what I said. You can't find a husband, find a man. See, you ladies have been able to cheat the system for too long. Mm-hmm. Hi, I'm not going to have sex with you, but I'll give you a ticket, something and so forth. He don't want the ticket. No. He wants to have sex with you. Mm-hmm. You do know that, right?
Yes, I do.
and if men started telling you, no, if you're not going to have sex with me, lose my phone number. I don't want to be your friend. I don't have female friends.
And that's what you got to do, man. You guys be just holding on, for so long to a woman just for that, just the possibility, maybe the possibility. I had somebody give me a different perspective on the friend zone, but in this way of having a friend zone, you still don't give them your non-sexual attention. Only time you're giving them any type of attention is if you're in a position, you're going over to her house, she's coming over to your house. And in that aspect, you're not actually going out to a game or all this other stuff like that. And I just want to give you guys a quick example. I had a woman one time was like, can you ride with me to this city or whatever, so I can, I just don't want to ride by myself. We hadn't even slept together yet. And I was just like, what do you think this is? Well, it's only 3 hours away. I said, that's still time out of my day. I'm riding up there with you and I'm riding back. That's an all day event. Well, yeah, da da da. So I said, what would I look like doing that? You know what I mean? And another thing, a woman was like, I was talking to a woman one time, and she was like, why do you have a problem with texting? I was like, yeah, there's a problem. Are you used to guys just texting you all day? Yeah, what's wrong with that? I'm like, I don't know who you used to dealing with, but I said, nah, we can't rock like that. But so many dudes have made it comfortable, and she's an example of that, where they just go along with just the possibility of maybe being able to sleep with her. She knows that these guys want to sleep with her. Women aren't dumb. Women play dumb on these videos. Guys think like that? Do guys actually think like that? Like when I say things on these videos, also, as well as other YouTubers like Kevin, guys actually think like that. They actually, undress us with their eyes. They actually have thoughts of demolishing. Yeah, I said demolishing, guys. They actually have thoughts of demolishing us in the bedroom. Yeah, we do. It happens. We ravaged you several times in our minds. But we want to play like women want to play. They don't know that though.
I agree. A lot of my male friends have been friend zoned, so they
Yeah, that just means you don't want.
But
They want to do what?
They wanted to sleep with me, but I friend zoned them. So they have.
And that's bullshit. I mean, cause that's like going up to the lion's cage and slapping at the lion. Ha ha! Look at the coochie. You can't have it. You could have friend zoned me. I don't play that shit. I got plenty of pretty women around me. I don't play that friend zone shit. I've been in the friend zone before, and it's a punk position to be in. Mm-hmm. And y'all know what y'all are doing. So that's what I mean.
And you heard her just now. You probably couldn't hear her because Kevin was talking. She was like, "It is." Women know what the hell's going on, man.
That's why Rent-A-Gent and Rent-A-Boo is for women like you. Because why can't you find a husband?
She don't want one.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was engaged just recently, 2 months ago. We broke up. So I've been in the process.
How old are your children?
They turned 14 this past Sunday.
Wait a minute. Did you go to college?
Did I go to college?
Hmm?
Yes, that's where I met their dad.
All right. You have a master's, bachelor's, what?
I have a bachelor's and a master's.
Okay. Are you in Houston?
No, I'm in Philadelphia.
Close to. Oh, god damn.
Yes, it's horrible out here. It's hard. The men.
Shout out to Obsidian. But he said, "Are you in Houston? Just all the degrees. Are you from Houston?"
No, you're gonna tell me about my brothers in Philly. Are you from Philly?
Yes.
And Philly, Detroit,
Tell me.
Chicago, St. Louis, some of the most difficult women on the planet. But here's the thing: you met your baby daddy in college. Why didn't y'all marry?
He was a Kappa who was all about partying.
Good enough to have babies with.
Yes.
But
4 years. Yeah.
Did he want to marry you?
Yes, he did.
And you didn't marry him because?
Because he was still trying to, even after college, he was still trying to party and be a Kappa, and I was the one working.
Don't talking shit about my friend. But my thing is, in hindsight, though, you married him. You had his baby. You had his babies.
Yeah, I'm not trying to talk bad about your friend. My dad's a noob.
But what I'm saying, okay, take that away though. You have his children. He was young. He wanted to party. That's what you picked.
No, he was older than me, actually. I was a freshman and he was a senior. And then I was a senior.
Ain't no time. All right, so you didn't marry him. You got 2 babies. You got on here on a cock carousel. You've been riding around. You were engaged to him, right?
Yes, I was engaged to him.
All right, to him. And then after...
She don't know what the cock carousel is. She was just like...
Have you been engaged again?
Yes, 2 other times.
So I tell you, the queen of engagement queens, man. I'm telling you, your godfather's right again. So,
but to be honest,
what's wrong with you?
To be honest, in my 20s, what I was doing was just dating for fun. Dating, I'm going to be really blunt, dating rappers, athletes. And by time I was ready to sit down. I was already in my 30s, and I'm like, oh shit, like I've done give away my most precious years to just partying and being on a scene. And now that I'm in my 30s, I'm trying to date, and I really don't know what I like.
Keep going.
There you go. She explained it perfectly. The talking points. I really don't know what I want. You have such a variety. You have nonstop attention coming in. Your 20s were spent with this guy, this guy, this guy. You had pretty privilege. You pretty much can command what you want at will. This guy, you had the guy who you had kids with when you were a freshman, but that didn't work out. And all these different men you had engaged, you had proposals for marriage, but none of them worked out. So it's just kind of like everything's just been going how you wanted it. So you had such a variety. It's just at the point where we're like, I'm used to just dating. You're a serial dater, and that's probably the way you should keep it at this point. You're 37 years old, just keep dating.
I'm trying to figure out, what do I like? Because for the past 4 years, I've been engaged twice.
And once again, she's almost 40 and she still doesn't know what she likes. Can't bond, can't relate. Maybe this guy is boring. This guy is boring. I'm tired of being with this guy. He's super boring. But he's stable.
And they weren't the one.
Have you been in therapy?
Yes, I'm in therapy now.
Let me ask you a question that you probably haven't asked yourself, because thank you for being honest, because I was going to get to it anyway. You've had plenty of, if you've been with all these unsuitable men, you've had plenty of suitable men that just weren't exciting enough.
Exactly.
But that's what does your dad do for a living?
He owns retirement homes.
And your mother and father married?
No.
All right. So what do you, I don't care about what you want, what do you need?
What do I need? I need a man to bring stability in my life. I need a man to profess, protect, and provide. Yes.
This is the Miss America book, because that's the Miss America goddamn answer. World peace and feed the kids. Profess, protect, and provide. Now, you need somebody to check you. No, but the thing is, ma'am, do you know what you need?
Yes.
Because I'm going to just go out on a limb. I'm going to go out on.
She needs a man that's not going to submit to her. That's what it sounds like. She needs a man that's not going to, have this complex of her like she's God or she's the son. That's what she wants.
You've had plenty of men throw money at you, throw all kind of stuff, and you've had all that, and you still ain't happy.
You're right.
Stability meaning what?
I just need a man who's consistently himself. Not just like, so my past 2 relationships is like they go hard, and then once they got me, they fall off.
Of course.
So I just need a man to be consistent.
Why do you think that is?
Because they look at me through Instagram and they think this one thing, like, oh, IG model. But what they do not know is that I'm corporate and I'm very humble. So once they find out, like, oh, this girl is really just an everyday girl.
Here's because of the kid.
Oh no, he had 4 kids.
That don't matter with us.
Yeah.
Wait, let me back up. You're a whole mess. Yeah. You see, I'm letting this play because you've been honest. But ma'am, look, women with pretty privilege, I have really little to no sympathy for women like that, because you have more opportunities than most women and you mismanage them.
You're right.
I mean, could you date an average man, an average black man?
She got those infinite credits on the machine. You know what I'm saying? She don't have to put coins in like the other women. She just got the thing where the guy just comes by and just doo-doo-doo, and you just keep playing all you want all day long. She's got infinite credits. It's not like she had to get any coins to put in there.
And making $40,000 a year. Honestly.
Honestly, no. I expect a man to make as much as I do or more.
What range are we talking about?
6 figures.
And that can go from 100,000 to 900.
He has to make at least over 140,000. I know, but that's what I'm bringing to the table. I'm only asking what to bring to the table.
Yeah, but what you bring to the table is old and used. I mean, due respect. I mean, look, what you bring to the table is 2 14-year-olds and a bunch of hard miles.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If we take your money,
not just hard miles. You know what I'm saying? In her 20s, if she said rappers and entertainers, and I hate to be judgmental, but you had to be getting smutted out. In the words of how y'all say in Philly, that John was getting smutted out. So, not saying I think she can still pull it off, getting that type of man. I think she can still pull it off.
Your way is what you bring to the table.
What I've been coming up with this past year is I make good money and I started my own business.
You don't care about that shit.
Can I meet a man who make less than I do, but who is loyal, who can give me everything I want, but he makes less than me?
Let me tell you something. The men that you need make less than you, and you probably need to deal with one of them because they can give you something that you lack: right. Humility.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
That's what's solid. I think of my friend in Philadelphia, and he's the kind of man you would actually need, but you would bypass him because he didn't go to college. He's probably smarter than most of the guys that you know.
Oh no, okay. Yeah,
but they don't. But if they don't make that kind of money, see, you're in a trick bag.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 kids early on, and your standard is extremely high. You've had men with money and rappers and all this other kind of stuff, but the problem is, do you really bring that kind of value? Because if you did, you should be able to maintain. You can acquire men left and right, but can you keep a quality man?
No, you know why? Because when I had a quality man, I was like, oh my God, this guy is so boring. He want me in at a certain time. He doesn't want me at a guy's VIP. So I was like, you know what? It's over. But guess what? If I can go back and take that man back, I'll take him back. He was right.
How long ago was this?
What did I say? That's how they look at it. It's so skewed now. A guy who comes home wants you to be home, right? Unless that's being possessive or controlling. Wants you to be home and not be up in other men's face. But men, you should know ahead of time when you're dealing with this type of woman or whatever lifestyle she lives, what you're getting yourself into. But these squares, quote unquote, are usually, women will call them boring. These guys who are safe, these guys who are providers, these guys who aren't cheating, these guys who are loyal and are willing to give you the world and take care of you, and they just ask for loyalty from you as well. And just to be there. If you're my woman, why are you in other people's faces if I'm willing to provide for you? But I'm a square and I'm bored. I'm boring.
This was 3 years ago. I shouldn't be in no man's VIP.
Nope.
There's things I shouldn't wear, so I'll take him back if I could.
But did you really not know that?
I didn't want to hear it. I wanted to do me.
Exactly.
Well, this is why I don't mind this being punitive, because I think women who do what you do have a price to pay.
Yep.
Because you had a suitable man and you did not want to get on his page. I mean, it's not like he was asking you to do anything other than be what you said you want a man to be.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
See, I got to ask you something. You own your own business, right?
Yes.
But do you work for yourself, or do you have a job as well?
I have both.
What's the larger percentage of your income, your job or your business?
My corporate job.
All right. If you were involved in an accident where your face was disfigured, and unfortunately the company you work for downsized and they outsourced you,
mm-hmm.
Who would you be?
I will be a trust fund baby, unfortunately.
Well, At least you know. Well, so what you are is an executive wife.
Okay.
And I'm shout out to Ashley. Shout out to my homegirl Ashley Smashley. All right, man. I went to Houston to talk about pretty professional problems, and I've come up with this term, executive wife. Women like you fit into this category of executive wife, meaning you're gonna have to make a deal with a quote unquote high value man. And just like a CEO has an executive assistant, y'all will have a marriage of practicality, and eventually love may come down the line, but it starts with respect, duty. Because he'd be buying a pretty woman, taking on your kids, and you get your higher value guy.
Right.
But it ain't gonna be romantic. It's gonna be practical. Because the other groups of men cannot even come close to your lifestyle expectations.
Not at all.
And your husband is likely gonna be in his late 40s, 50s, maybe even early 60s.
I'll take that.
That's right.
Will you really take that? Or you're just saying that? Will you really take that? If the world of materialism means that much to you, or keeping up a certain lifestyle over this love or true love or what have you, then I mean, go for it. If that's what truly makes you happy.
It's an executive. This is why matchmakers make sense. And maybe if you're being honest, you can honestly sit down and hammer out a deal with somebody at this age now, because you recognize that trying to just get out here and do it the old-fashioned way is bullshit. So this has been a good back and forth. Thank you for being honest.
Thank
I
you.
think when you told the truth about getting out there, and I think some women needed to hear that. So young ladies, recognize beauty ends. Beauty ends. Peace out.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Look, man. I always want to see a bloodbath. I return energy.
I'm glad that Kevin said that. That came from the Godfather himself. Y'all always want to see a bloodbath. Y'all always want to see, no, you should be holding her accountable. She should have married the baby daddy. She should have did this. Kevin, hold her accountable. I need to see more. I need to see more. Two grown adults can have a perfectly nice, cordial discourse without any bashing, without any of that. But I'm glad he said that, because you guys were in the comments on my post going ham. It's not bashing.
And look, there are a lot of attractive women. So what? Halle Berry was the most beautiful woman in the world 3 years in a row, right? Now she complaining about child support and all that other.
Another thing about Halle Berry, it's obvious Halle Berry, we're always the common denominator, but Halle Berry has issues, man. Just because she's pretty doesn't mean she doesn't have issues. When you get involved with a lot of these women who are drop dead gorgeous, or 10s, so to speak, that doesn't make her the perfect woman. That doesn't make her intelligent. That doesn't make her smart, a good decision maker, or a wise person. She just has that perfect set of imperfections to make her attractive in your eyes. So that beauty stuff, man, it's nice, yeah, but it's gonna end sometime.
Kind of thing. I got a little bit more time before I got to pack. And I would tell you, a lot of men get upset when they hear women say, I wish I'd have stayed with Blaza. Oh, turn on request to go live. I turned it on. Sorry. A lot of men get upset when they hear women say, I wish I'd have stayed with that guy. Ladies, damn what you want. Get what you need. What do you need? And what you need is often very different than what you want. Make no mistake. When I date, I talk the same way. Getting what you need is a better deal. I may not like the way it sounds. It may not sound sexy. Philly is Philly is rough, man. Luckily her kids are 14, so they're about to age out to 24. Oh, thank you to all my supporters. All the people who hit the badges. I'm still trying to figure out this system, guys. No, let me understand something, guys. Everybody, men and women included, we all got something going on with us. But at the end of the day, whether you accept it or not, there's a executive marriages are going to be more. We're going to see more of these, because if not, this is the alternative. If a woman can't find an executive marriage or make a deal with a guy after she's in the danger zone or whatever, then you got to just rent a man.
It's God's beat maker.
And I don't know. I will put a light in the sky for the G's that done turn memory from go. Blessings we send to the ghetto youth them.